皆さんこんにちは。10月18日、プロボックス TV のコメンテーターやボクシング解説者として知られる元世界チャンピオン、ポーリー・マリナッチ氏がイギリスで行われたレアナックルボクシングの試合に出場し、スプリットディシジョンで見事勝利を収めました。試合後、イギリスの病院でインタビューに応じたマリナッチ氏は、夜10時に病院に到着してから朝4時になっても、まだ傷を縫ってもらえていない、と、病院の対応の遅さに不満をあらわにしました。また、背中側の肋骨の骨折や目つきによる視力低下など、試合後の自身の状態についても語っています。そして、11月29日には、マニー・パッキャオプロモーションズによるアメリカ発の興行がカリフォルニア州で開催されます。メインイベントは、イライジャ・ピアース vs ロレンソ・パーラによる WBO フェザー級王座挑戦者決定戦。両者にとって初の12回戦となるこの試合の勝者は、現 WBO 世界フェザー級チャンピオン、ラファエル・エスピナサ選手への挑戦に大きく近づくことになります。また、そのアンダーカードには、マニー・パッキャオ選手の長男、マニー・ジムエル・パッキャオジュニア選手のプロデビュー戦が組まれています。試合はライト級で行われ、対戦相手は、同じくプロデビュー戦となるブレンダン・ラリー選手。ジムエル選手のメイントレーナーは、父マニー氏の長年のコーチであるフレディ・ローチ氏のアシスタント、マービン・ソモディオ氏。ローチ氏やパッキャオ選手本人がジムエル選手を直接指導している映像も公開されています。ソモディオ氏は、ローチ氏が設立したワイルドカードジム所属のトレーナーで、これまでにマニー・パッキャオ、ミゲール・コット、ブライアン・ビロリア、ルスラン・プロボドニコフなど、名だたる世界的ボクサーたちのセコンドを務めてきました。個人的にも注目している試合の一つです。そして今回は、インサイドボクシングライブより、元世界王者のクリス・アルジェリ氏とコンビボックスのダン・カノビオ氏が、井上尚弥 vs ムロジョン・アフマダリエフ戦について語った部分を翻訳しました。それでは見ていきましょう。
Inoue wins, and we all know that. 118, 110, 117, 111, almost like a shutout. He improves to 26-0 in title fights. 11-fight KO streak is snapped, which goes all the way back to November of 2019, the rematch with Donaire. So what I saw from Inoue, I went back and watched, was him being more of a boxer, him adjusting, went down against Neary, went down against Cardenas, in the pocket maybe too long, taking too many risks. I can still win. I can still box everybody, and I can shut out a really good fighter in Akhmadaliev. I mean, it was poetry in motion still. His shots still landed. His shots sounded loud, but he used his jab. I just thought it was a more well-rounded, and this could be scarier version of Inoue.
Dan, when you said I can still box, we've never really seen him do that. We've never seen him not take risks to try and get you out of there. And listen, he said this, a couple months back. He's like, I'm going to fight more cautious. I'm going to box. I'm going to focus on winning. I didn't believe him. I was just like, no way. His fighting warrior Japanese spirit is going to come out as soon as he gets touched, and he's going to bang. And Akhmadaliev is going to force him into that. He's going to hit him. He's going to be there. The guy hits hard. He's strong. He's a hard presser. And he proved me wrong. Once again, the guy, he is just something else. He is a next level boxer. His abilities are off the chart. His physical talents are off the chart. His disciplines off the chart. We're seeing greatness in real time with Naoya Inoue, and he's continuing to improve while moving up in weight classes. Maybe in terms of his punching power and single punch shot, we're not seeing that as much. But we're seeing other folds to him, and we're seeing how complex and layered he is as a fighter, and how good his dad is as a trainer. Like, so good.
We never talk about his training.
I try to as much as I can. I try to talk about his father because his father has two sons. Both of them are world been world champions. I believe the son lost somewhat recently. And he has two sons with very different physical gifts. Obviously, Naoya punches like a mule and has KO power, one punch either hand. And then the brother doesn't. But they're both very good, and they're both world class. And you see the technique, you see the hand position, you see the discipline. When I see a trainer who can train different styles and different physical gifts, but still get them to titles, that shows me that they're very good trainers. And so I think we got to give our flowers Shingo, right? It's Shingo.
Mr. Inoue.
Mr. Inoue. Thank you, Dan.
Bow.
You bow. Thank you, Dan. I believe
don't know
it's
his
Shingo.
name. Shit Bow. You remember Curb? Shit Bow.
But he's an excellent trainer, and I was super impressed with his ability to domesticate Akhmadaliev and to use his boxing ability to disarm him and hit and don't be hit. He didn't get cracked at the very end. Do you see when he got nailed?
Bro, he only got hit
right?
with 64 shots. That's one of the
But
lowest.
Did you see
ever
that?
in his
Did you see
career.
that shot he got hit with at the very end of round 12? Like that looked like it stung him a little bit. But yeah, he didn't. It's not like he came back and tried to knock him out right there. He just went right back to boxing, smiled, was like, "I'm good. I got it. I did it."
He landed only. Akhmadaliev landed only 64 punches, which is one of the lowest totals ever on 62 punches, with the fewest by an Inoue foe in a 12-round fight.
Wow.
So showing you different wrinkles, man. He was 6 of 31 with his jab, averaged 31 jabs thrown around. That's a very high number.
62 punches total landed?
Yeah, from Akhmadaliev.
Bro, that's 5 punches a round.
It's putrid. And this is
That's
a guy
crazy.
This is a guy, him and his promoter, Eddie Hearn, doing his job. Been calling for this fight. Remember calling Inoue a duck?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
井上選手への挑発を繰り返してきた2人ですが、試合後、プロモーターのレディ・ハーン氏は何と答えたのでしょうか。
Ducking me. One fight, Uzbek power coming. Let's go, champ.
And the second shout this week is from Loppy14, who says, Inoue beating MJ. Inoue is unbeatable.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've been reminded of several of my interviews about betting the house on it, and you know, and listen, it's my job to talk a fight up, and I talked. I feel like after Inoue swerved MJ for 2 or 3 official orderings from the WBA, I think I actually might have pushed him into taking it, but he was too good. Hands up. I mean, you know, I don't think MJ rolled the dice enough, if I'm honest, out there. And, you know, later on in the fight, he was having good success, but he had a terrible start. Probably lost the first 5 or 6 rounds. How do you come back against that against Inoue? So, no, listen, I definitely got that one wrong. And Inoue, we know he's a quality fighter, but I have to give him props. You know, great performance and, you know, definitely sits in that top 5 pound for pound.
試合後の2人には過去の挑発に対する皮肉も飛び交えましたが、エディ氏はこの試合を実現させるために裏で必死に動いていたはずです。
Yeah. Well,
And he
it
goes
was
out
so
and
funny because
blanks
now it
him.
was like, you lost to the guy. You lost to Tapala. It's like, I didn't duck you. You lost to a guy, and then I fought him and knocked him out.
Yeah, and then I fought the guy that you lost to, and I beat him, and now I'll fight the next guy. I mean, and then the next guy now is,
And then he basically was
David-
like, wait your turn.
The next guy now is David Picasso. After the fight, Inoue confirmed to be fighting the Mexican in Saudi Arabia in December. It'll be the 4th fight for Naoya Inoue in 2025. This guy, I mean, he may not
Machine.
be number 1 anymore. He may not be number 2. That's Bud Nusick. But, I mean, the activity and the just winning. It's a 3-headed race right now for who's the best fighter in the world. And if you're arguing for Inoue, it's for the activity. We have to congratulate him and admire the fact that at the top of his game at age 30, he's given us 4 fights in 1 calendar year.
If only he cared about being a star. If only he cared about
I think he does.
the
I heard
West.
he's got a little bit of an ego over there.
I'm sure he does, but like, if you really wanted to be a global star, you would learn English. You'd fight over here. You'd make it a point to do. Listen, you've interviewed him. You've seen him at fighter meetings. He doesn't seem to be thrilled to be in the States.
I think it adds to his lore.
It does. It does. I mean, he's super cool. He's too cool for school. He's too cool for the U.S. But if he really wanted to be a star and he learned English, and he could be huge. You know, that old joke about being huge in Japan. He could be huge in the States if he really cared to be. But I don't see it out of him, and it keeps us from having a global megastar, because I think he fills all the gaps.
After the fight, Inoue said that Terrence Crawford's performance over Canelo inspired him. He watched the fight the night before, stepped into the ring, and said, the way Crawford fought was helpful to me. He fought carefully until the end against Canelo, who was coming in with sloppy offense. Seeing that before my fight, seeing some things overlap with what I had envisioned for my fight, he was doing what I wanted to do, so that became a good reference. I mean, how cool is that?
Very cool.
That is one of the coolest things.
I also feel better about being mean to Canelo on Sunday morning when I was sleep deprived, because even Naoya Inoue said some
Wild
derogatory,
shots.
sloppy offense.
Naoya Inoue called Canelo Alvarez sloppy.
All right, so all of you Mexican fans coming at me,
Wipe your hands.
I got Naoya Inoue on me and behind me, so we got that too.
And did you also see this? Nakatani was in the crowd, and he tried to leave, and Inoue wasn't having it. Grabbed the mic and said, "Not where are you?" and started pointing at him. Like that's epic stuff.
That's a big G move. He's like, no. Where are you going?
And they're gonna fight next year. Like Nakatani has now moved up. The stars are aligned. If he gets upset by Picasso, who did not look great in his last fight, but
No, he didn't.
Inoue is going to be another, minus 1,000 favorite in this one.
I've actually seen Picasso fight a bunch of times. I don't see how he puts up a stiff challenge.
Yeah, he might be more food, especially with how Inoue is looking like more like a well-rounded fighter.
Dan, I'm going to show my age here. Remember Pac-Man?
Well, you said the Sonic the Hedgehog reference, and now we have a Pac-Man.
I'm going video. I'm getting one even older now. He's one of those little glowing orbs.
Yeah.
Burp, until he gets the next one.
Picasso's next, and Nakatani is waiting in the wings, and we got to get to Japan. We got to get to Japan.
Nakatani's the big orb, because remember in the game, they're the little orbs, and then you went to the little corners, and they're the big ones. Nakatani's the big one.
So Lee Groves, who's one of the most respected boxing writers, researchers, historians, works for CompuBox. I was DMing back and forth with him, and he told me that he believes that Naoya Inoue could be the best fighter to ever come from Japan, which is pretty high praise. But he said, I also think he could lose to Nakatani.
男子が言うように、多彩な一面を持つリー・グローブス氏は、過去に井上尚弥 vs のニトドネア2戦目の際に、井上選手の7ラウンド KO 勝利を支持しました。過去に井上選手と拳を交えたポール・バトラー氏は、後半にボディショットで TKO 勝利。ジェイソン・モロニー選手は、10ラウンド TKO と、それぞれ予想していました。そして、井上尚弥 vs ラモン・カルデナス戦の後には、井上のパフォーマンスは本当に素晴らしかった。そしてカルデナスのチャレンジも見事だった。最初から最後まで手に汗握るスリリングな展開だったよ。ありがとう、直哉。ありがとう、ラモン。ありがとう、ラファエル。そしてエドワードにも感謝を。この大会に出場したすべてのファイターたちに感謝したい。ボクシング界にはまさにこういう試合が必要だったとツイートしています。また、2024年9月6日、ボクシング記者のケイギー・グリーン氏が、日の絵はアメリカで試合をしなきゃいけないっていう話、正直まだリラッとするんだよね。25年前、パウンド・フォー・パウンド上位10人のうち7人はアメリカ人で、統一ヘビー級チャンピオンもアメリカ人だった。でも今では、パウンド・フォー・パウンドトップ10の中でアメリカ人はたったの3人。統一ヘビー級チャンピオンはウクライナ人だ。ボクシングは今や、当時よりもはるかに世界的なスポーツになってる。そして日本はその中でも超ホットな国なんだ。これは事実だ。と投稿した際、リー氏はそれを引用して次のように述べました。ボクシングは今や世界的なスポーツだ。ESPN プラスのおかげで、井上の日本での試合も生中継やオンデマンドで見られる。井上はすでにアメリカで2回試合をしているけど、その時どれだけの人が関心を持った？熱心なファンならもちろん見ただろう。でも一般層は？それはノーだ。それに言っておくけど、アメリカのボクサーだって国内で一般層にも知られる存在になってる人はそう多くないんだ。つまりリー氏は、井上はアメリカで試合をする必要はない。世界中の試合が見られる時代だし、アメリカ人がアメリカでスターになるのも簡単じゃない。という趣旨を強調し、冷静に状況を分析していることがわかります。
I agree with both those statements. I think Nakatani poses a serious threat. And I think that Naoya Inoue's team believes that as well. And the way they're operating and moving towards that fight shows me that they are taking this very seriously.
We got to get to Japan.
Correct. I've said it. I've said it. I'm going. I'll be there.
Who's
that
paying
fight,
our freight?
Dude, if that fight, I'll pay for both of us. We need to go to that.
Chris is flush with cash.
I'll
Chris
pay
is
for
flush
both of
with
us.
cash.
And not even that. It's worth it, dude. I'll sell things for this.
Kidneys, organs,
No body parts. But I got some nice things I can sell.
car, your
Car,
belt.
I'll sell it. Not sell my belt. I
Your
will.
belt is a trophy. We learned that belt.
Bueno, de antemano te digo que es un gran lugar Japón, me encanta viajar para allá, las veces que he ido lo he disfrutado mucho, independientemente del boxeo, su cultura, su ciudad, todo en general. Y sí, diariamente recibo mensajes de japoneses, diariamente recibo 3, 4 mensajes de Japón.